I guess the reason why I agreed to do this with you is I'm tired of hiding it. I think that this is me. This is what is written for me. Allah has given me this. The fact that I have been given the opportunity to have the DBS operation, this is all from Allah. My name is Saadiqa Mathews. I'm a Quran teacher. I have a big passion for Tajweed. I studied Tajweed in Saudi Arabia. I got my Ijazah in Tajweed and Jazariya, the poetry of... I teach at a number of different institutes. I've been teaching Quran since 2002. I got my bachelor's in community services because I'm working with the National Zakat Foundation. I'm also a caseworker for the National Zakat Foundation. Parkinson's disease has many different stages, and most people that are older get diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and I was diagnosed at the age of 44. So it was very devastating. At the time, we just decided, let's just keep it to ourselves. I guess it's because I'm in the public. A lot of people know me, they know my family, and I didn't want to be treated differently. I think we kept it for ourselves for about a year, and then my symptoms just got worse and worse. And with the symptoms getting worse, I was on more medication, and it was just getting harder and harder. So I was taking more medication to get through the day. And then on a regular visit to my neurologist, he suggested I go and talk to a psychiatrist. It's time I talk to somebody. After talking to the psychiatrist, it was clear that I then needed to tell my kids at least, and my parents. Telling my kids was the easiest because they were the most understanding. And my parents, I don't know why I kept it from them, because they started making dua for me. When I first got diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, I kept telling myself, you know, the doctors are always wrong. They're not always right. They could be wrong. Yeah. You know, there's no proof. There's no proof of this, and they're just trying these different medications on me. And knowing in the back of your mind that the doctors are saying that I have possibly a sick brain, I challenged my brain. Daily I'd wake up in the morning, and the first thing after making Salatul Tahajjud, I'll memorize some Quran. And this would keep my brain going. And I did that for years, like just to memorize a few ayat every morning. So I'm always looking for things to challenge my brain, because I didn't want anyone to tell me, you have a sick brain, you know. About 9 months ago, on my regular visit to my doctor mentioned to me that I had reached advanced stages of Parkinson's. Straight away I did some research, what does the advanced mean and stuff, and then the doctor explained to me that I was taking way too much medication. I was on a high dose of dopamine every 4 hours just to get through the day. And then he explained to me that there's different medications, that there's different treatments that I could go for, that because I was active, I wasn't just sitting at home, I was still teaching, I was working. He felt it was a good idea to consider some of the other treatments. Some of the treatments included carrying a bag with your medication, injections, and all different types of treatments. But the one that attracted me the most was the DBS operation, the deep brain stimulation. And even though this is the most invasive, this is the operation of the brain, straight away, this is what attracted me. I thought that this is what if it meant that I'm going to come off my medication, if it meant that I'm going to be medication-free for a little while at least, that's what I'm going to go for. The way it works is that they'll put my name down, and then in a few months they'll call me. And subhanallah, that same afternoon I went home after Asr, I prayed Salatul Istikhara. And that same afternoon, I wasn't home, but my dad got the call to say that I had a date at Westmead Hospital. And I was blown away. I thought, subhanallah, this is all from Allah. You know, I had no idea that would happen so fast. Like, I thought to myself, it's going to still be, you know, a few months. And so that would be my first step. Once you pray istikhara, is to put your trust completely in Allah. Know that Allah has guided you with your decision, and that this is the right decision for you. You know, my parents were very skeptical. My dad said, this is, why are you having the operation? You should trust Allah. I said, this is all part of my istikhara. This is all having trust. They said, yeah, but now you're going to have an operation, the old people. And then I had to convince my dad, this is part of my istikhara, and I think the operation will be good for me. And I don't think my parents really quite understood what I was going through, because I think a lot of people in the community, I hid it quite well. I hid my disease at my school. I hid it from my students. And I just, I went through my daily life with just medicating myself. And that would be my second tip. Yeah. Like, do not hide things from your close friends and your loved ones. It's better to tell as many people as you can, because ultimately everyone's going to make dua for you. I don't think there's anyone that's going to say, yes, she's got a disease. I don't think so. I think everybody's going to make dua for you, so don't keep it to yourself. Share it. And that's what I did at the time. I just started. I created a list of all my old friends from Saudi and from all my friends around the world. And I just started sending messages to everybody, saying this is what Allah has given me, and make dua for me. And you yourself, be steadfast in your dua. And even though you feel like your duas are not answered straight away, Allah will eventually answer your duas. So alhamdulillah, I had the DBS operation, but it's been 4 months since I've had the operation. I'm not completely medicated free. I'm on a very, very low dose of dopamine. And the last point I'd like to make is a friend came to visit me a few weeks ago because they didn't get to see me in the hospital. And the husband said to me, he wants to give me a gift, but the gift is the remembrance of a hadith. And my Arabic is terrible, so I won't try to say it in Arabic, but it's something about, the translation is, Allah tests those who He loves. So the hadith is that Allah tests those who He loves. And just knowing that, but not only just knowing that, but believing completely in this hadith, that, that Allah loves me, that's why I'm being tested, just makes a world of a difference.
الآن فخير الوقت الآن يحين بادر واستبق الخير ستسعد ذاك يقين وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى هنا أعمالنا وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى هنا